am I supposed to do? I'm sitting here so confused. I haven't been informed on the rules, so how am I supposed to know what to do? I feel like I'm looking so foolish for being so clueless. I'm sorry, I'm new to this, still trying to figure out how to deal with this. Well, what do I know? What's meant to go, go. Well, what do I know? I'm going to flow and flow. What am I supposed to do?
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Peace YouTube. You know what time it is. Welcome back to the Dricanhippie show with Spliff and Chun Chun. Shout out to Spliff and Chun Chun. They couldn't make it. Those are my co-hosts. You know what I'm saying? But we got a beautiful, lovely, and talented guest today. This should be episode 330 if I'm not mistaken. You know, catch up with us, man. Go catch up to the last episodes and all that. But introduce yourself. Let them know where you from, and let them know why you here.
Hi, I'm Sa Lanea. I'm from the Bay Area. I came in from San Francisco, originally from Vallejo. I'm a musical artist, and yeah.
And she's here to inform you guys that she's gonna take over this shit. Yeah, that's what she's here for. You know what I mean? But how you say your name? Say it again.
Sa Lanea.
Sa Lanea?
Mm-hmm.
I was over here like Selena.
Everybody does.
Sa Lanea. I was like, what the hell? Sa Lanea. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So you originally West Coast. You still out? You still live out there?
Mm-hmm. I live in San Francisco right now.
Okay, but you spend a lot of time on the East Coast, like promoting your music and stuff?
Yeah,
well, I
do.
Now, right?
Yeah, I started when I was 17.
Yeah. Okay, so Let's go there. Let's start from the beginning, because I did my homework. I went through your link tree and I read everything. I looked at all the interviews and everything like that. So you started dropping music when you was like, you said 16, 17, young. But were you already into music? Was that something that you was writing, or you was
that's
composing?
Always been something I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted to do music forever. I started being able to write when I was like 14. Okay. And then I finally dropped my first single when I was like 16.
What was it? What was like? I know it's a hard. What was like the first thing that you could remember where you was like, damn, this is something that I can do? Like the first artist that you heard, or song, or like even where you was at, you know what I mean? Like for me, like the way I fell in love with hip-hop, I didn't really know about it yet because I was born in Puerto Rico, but I moved to Brooklyn when I was like 3 years old. So when I was like 6, I was walking down a block and a car drove by playing Hypnotized, and I heard that beat and I was like, oh, I love this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't rap or nothing, that's why I do a podcast, you know what I mean? So I could interact with true artists and things like that. So what was like the first memory that you remember of music really being something that you like, damn, I'm gonna do this?
I'm like, I don't think I have like one vivid memory, but for me it's like my singing has always been just where I could be free. So I don't think I've never not wanted to do it.
Been like, able to do it.
Yeah. Like it's like in you. Just,
it wasn't on you, it's in you. You know
literally.
What I mean? And you could tell that from the songwriting. And you could just tell by like the composition of how you put the pain together, you know what I mean? Or the worriness, or what you thinking about at the moment, you know what I mean? Like, what was the I like Harmless a lot. I like Harmless a lot, but I like the other one you sent me. What was it? Delusional? No. Damn.
Life's Confusion?
Confusion. That one.
Yeah.
Confusion. I love that track. That track is official, because that's how, like, before this year, I was, like, in a fucked up space mentally, so I started going to therapy and all that stuff to get my mind right. And that song just makes me, like, I could see myself from an outer perspective and be like, damn, that's how you was before, you know what I mean? Like, so I really love that song. Is that, like, a new track that you penned, or is it older?
I first, cause that was a freestyle,
Okay.
and then I just
Excuse me.
turned it into, I just recorded it, you
Yeah.
know. With that song, I think I did that when I was like, cause I remember I freestyled that with you on the phone. So that was probably when I was like 17 or something.
Okay.
And then I just decided I wanted to, cause I recorded it the first time when I was out here.
Okay.
And that was when I was like, I think that was when I was 18.
Okay.
And then I recorded it again in Oakland. And then that's the version I put out.
So y'all been rocking with each other for a while now.
Yeah.
Couple years before the pandemic or around the pandemic?
We met because of the pandemic.
Okay.
We met over Instagram.
Okay. Let's put a pin on that. We're gonna get right back to that.
Yeah.
I wanna go back to earlier, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how in depth you get with in-person interviews like this, but I don't want to get too in depth. But you was in the magazine article that you did, the interview. You was saying that you got kicked out of the living space that you was in, and then you had to come to live with your mother, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And you felt like it wasn't as supportive, and then as time went along, she started to support your dream more and things of that nature. So, at that time, like getting kicked out of the space that you was at, whatever the situation was, and then going to that situation, what was your mindset there? Did you feel like, because we're going to get into it, you had a lot of tribulations and trials that could have set you back, and you wouldn't be sitting here right now if you wasn't who you are. You know what I mean? So what was your mindset at that time?
When I got kicked out?
Yeah, and then you had to go somewhere different, and you like, damn, like, I was just getting into the groove and shit. Like,
when I got kicked out, it was like crazy because it happened like literally overnight.
mm-hmm.
So at the time, I didn't really, me and my mom didn't really know each other for real. So I'm in the mindset of she's like how my grandparents were at the time, so I'm just in the mindset of I have to get away type shit. Like, nothing ever went into my mind like, damn, like, I can't do music no more. Because I got kicked out because of my music.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was just in the mindset of I have to get away. But then my mom, like, really came around and was like, okay, I see this is something you're serious about. So I'm going to help you. Yeah. And that's why I even went to New York the first time, because she helped me do that. Yeah. So it turned out good.
That's good. And that's where you run across Mike, or you already, excuse me, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got MCD in the building as well. We got Mike Can Dream in the building as well. Y'all remember him from the last, we got to do part 2, bro. It's been like a year. It's been a year since we did our last interview, bro.
We'll do it in the studio session in Bronx.
I got you. I'm mobile. I'm traveling. You know what I'm saying? I got you. That's a fact. But Mike Can Dream is in the building, y'all. So you felt like, all right, if I could get away and I could get somebody to at least just be behind me, I could at least push this forward. You know what I mean?
I was like, I didn't think she was. So I was in the mindset of I'm going to have to do this by myself.
Let's get it.
Like, literally, I was planning on running away to New York and starting anew. Like, that was my mindset at the time. Like, I was in independent mode. Like, okay, I don't have anybody.
Let's get it.
But then my mom proved me wrong that I did have somebody. And she was the first person I had from, like, family ever.
And do you have, like, you got siblings?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know them and stuff like that? Like, were they, like, a part of that for you? Like, oh, you could do that? Or just, like you said, it just wasn't that many people supporting the dream at the time in the beginning?
My siblings are, like, a complicated situation because we don't live together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not even something they were a part of or knew about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the, I always wanted to ask somebody that's, like, sees both sides, especially with a creative mindset, you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference with the West Coast and the East Coast for you?
As far as what?
Being creative.
Um,
Is it more of a laid back mindset in the West Coast? Is it more up pace here?
Okay. I think that just talking from a majority standpoint of what I do see, West Coast is definitely a lot more laid back than East Coast.
Yeah.
Like, East Coast, you have a lot of people, a majority that are serious and like fast,
Moving.
like I'm trying to do this, like I'm really trying to
Move
do
out
this.
my way, I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah, and then West Coast, it's like
I'm gonna
okay.
get there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there.
Now there are people that do move fast paced, but that's not the majority, at least of what I've seen.
Okay. So now you get to what was that? New York? Were you with your moms? You with your moms in the West?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what was the situation where you lost your music and things of that? You said you got locked out of all your accounts and things of that nature. So what was the situation behind that? If you can't get into it, let's not talk about it. You know what I mean?
So that happened twice. I'm like, so the first time was before I even I came to New York. That was when I lost all my beats because I had got locked out of my YouTube.
Okay.
So any songs that I were writing to any of those beats, I couldn't record anymore.
Yeah.
The second time, which was like 2 years ago now, I was with somebody that was crazy. And they stole everything I had, including my phone. Damn. So that had all my music and beats, licenses, like old music and everything that I had on there. Yeah. So I can't get that back. And I even like can't get into those accounts for that because I had to make a new Instagram and everything. Yeah,
because I look at your stuff and it seems like it's like a little bit of stuff, but it seems like you starting over. So I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? So, so what's the mindset that keeps you like, I'm not gonna let nothing keep me down? You know what I mean? Is it something about you that just likes to get back up and be like, all right, I'm gonna keep trying? Or did you run into somebody that was like believed in your dream and was like, yo, I see what you're doing and you could do this and that if you do this? You know what I mean? So. What's your mindset when you going through this stuff? Like, cause like I was saying, you still here, you know what I mean? And from what I'm hearing, the music that I'm hearing is super dope. We're gonna get into all the music, the EP that you dropped with the 7 songs and everything of that nature. We'll talk about it so you could go in depth into that. But what's your mindset? Like, it always feels like something's trying to bring me down. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So speak to me about that. Like, what's your mindset behind that?
I'm like, truthfully, and I said this to someone the other day, like, without music, I literally see no purpose. Like, if I didn't do this, like, I don't see why I'm even here. So it's like, if this isn't what I'm doing, then I might as well just, you know, disappear.
Yeah, even if it's like independent, major, whatever it is, I have to do this.
Yeah, like it's never been a question for me to do, like, if I able to do this, if I'm gonna make it or whatever. Like, so that's what keeps me, because if I'm not doing this, I'm sad. You know, if I feel like I'm being steered away from this, then I get like all like messed up in my head and I'm just like, bro, like I know that I can do this. What is going on? Yeah. Like, so that's really what keeps me going. Yeah. In my head, I don't have another choice.
Okay. And so do you, what's your process? Do you write all your stuff? You write your music?
Yeah.
You have people that you like, talk to and see if this is it or not, or you just isolation, let me write this, boom,
I just
boom,
do it. And then when I record it, or like if I didn't record it and I just wrote it and I want to show somebody, like I'll show somebody. Yeah. But I'm never like, can you write this for me? Like, I've had so many people that have wanted to write for me. I'm just like,
because Are you still at a point in your music where you want your truth to be out? Like, this is me. You know what I mean? Because I know you could, like, maybe there's somebody seeing, like, oh, shit, like, there's this song that I always had, and she's, like, the vessel. You know what I mean? Where I could put my flowers in, you know what I mean? And get this song out. But are you looking at it at that way, or are you looking at it a way as, oh, you don't know what I've been through, you can't write for me, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm like, it's not even that for me. Like, I write all my stuff because, like I said, like, all of my music is me. So nobody could write for me. But if somebody came to me in the mindset of, oh, I have this song, I think you would be great for it, you know, I would, depending on the song, if I really connect with it, I would probably do it, but I would want it to be known I didn't write this. Like, I would want them to get their flowers. Because, like, I just made it come to life for you. This isn't something that I wrote. And, you know, because artists will take other people's songs and then try to make it theirs. And I don't personally like that.
yeah, I understand that.
You know?
Yeah, I get that part of it. So so now you get to, are you here permanently now in the East Coast, or you still
I'm
West
still
Coast?
going back and forth.
Still West Coast. Okay, so when did we run across YO Music Group and Mike Can Dream and everything? You said around pandemic time. How did that happen?
How old was I? 16, I think. Yeah, 16.
She young.
So the pandemic literally just hit. Like, my school just went out for 2 weeks supposedly, right? So I'm on Instagram, you know, I'm scrolling. Mind you, at this time, like, I was never one to, like, scroll through stories or whatever. This day, for whatever reason, I was. And then I see, you know, like, the little ads. I seen YO looking for a female artist, boop, boop, boop. Scroll past, boop, 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 boop. See it another time. Scroll past, boop, 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 boop. See it a third time. I'm like, okay, bruh.
Your algorithm is like...
I'm like, okay, bruh. Like, I seen this 3 times, so I might as well see what it is. And then I seen YO the label, and then I seen Mike, and at the time it was another girl that was running it with you, I think. So then I hit him up, and then we got on the phone like the next day, and basically from there it was history.
It's history. Okay, that's what's up. And how you like being on the team? What you like about it? Being on a label.
I'm like, how do I say this? I just like being able to have people that want the same thing that I do. You know, because that's been something that I haven't had. Especially like the support, and then like
support team, the creativeness that's around and everything like that. And like when we met around the time last year.
2022,
That's a fact. So for you to run across somebody like him, right? And I say somebody like him because he takes it serious. He takes it professionally, you know what I mean? And when I met him, it was like, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And it's like, then when I found out his age, I was like, oh shit, this nigga's young and his mindset is like where it's at, you know what I mean? But he takes everything professional, and the steps that he takes, it makes people notice. You know what I mean? I'm going to take every step. I'm not going to skip no steps, you know what I mean? And for you to run across somebody like him, I feel like that's a perfect mesh, because like you saying, from what I'm getting from you seem shy and a little like introverted, but you seem like when you get to know people, whoever you want to let in your circle, you blossom, you know what I mean? And you start to show who you are and start to really be creative. So I hope that that's what's going on with this situation, you know what I mean? So, because it seems like you've been here for a while now, and you like, oh, let me take all these opportunities he's giving me, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, to the highest capacity.
yeah, you just got to take every opportunity and go as hard as you can, and people gonna notice that, you know what I mean? Like, it hasn't been 2 weeks, 3 weeks that he hit me up and he was like, yo, I want you to interview my artist, and I want you to interview this artist too. And I'm like, Mike, you know I got you. I do homework. Sometimes I like to freestyle, you know what I mean? But I like to do homework. And when I did homework on you, I'm like, damn, he got one with her, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the music is dope, the cadence is dope, the look is dope, you know what I mean? Like, and just, I could feel the energy before I met you, you know what I'm saying? And now being able to sit down and talk to you, I appreciate it, you know what I mean? I appreciate you trusting my platform, you know what I mean? And getting on here. So, let's talk about that 7-track EP that you put out. You put out 7 tracks.
I didn't put it out yet.
You haven't put it out yet?
No.
Okay. So when are you planning to put that out?
I've honestly been thinking about putting them out as singles.
Okay.
Only because the way that things went with the whole me losing certain things from them, I'm like, I possibly won't be able to actually release some of them.
Oh, so these are those tracks that you lost in your YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about just dropping some singles from the EP that I was supposed to make, but I'm working on projects now that I'm not going to talk about because they're not fully done yet. But yeah, that's what's going on with that.
Okay, dope. So what songs, what music, and what visuals do you have out right now?
I have Harmless, Life Confusion, Overwhelm, Rewind, This Is New. Visuals, I have False Hearted and Shh. Yeah.
So those are the 2 visuals that you have.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And they're on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched them the other day. Well, I watched them earlier today at work. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I'm at work. Like, I do security, so I ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there. If I record, like today, we record an episode. If I work tomorrow, I'll sit here and edit that shit at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I ain't got shit else to do. But it feeds the dream, you know what I mean? So you gotta work a 9 to 5 to feed the dream. You know what I mean?
I definitely get that.
You see, I'm just independent. We're in my room right now, you know what I'm saying? And my audience know that. And when they like hit me on the comments and shit, they be like, yo, we feel like we on the block with you, bro. You rolling up, you talking, you know what I mean? And what you talking ain't bullshit. So I like to keep it like that, but like yesterday, what happened, I was like, damn, because that space is fire. Like, I had a nice green wall for you and all that, you know what I'm saying? That shit was going to be fire, but we making the best of it, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you coming out. So, who are some of your inspirations in music? Like, I don't know, do you fuck with any big artists that you see inspiration from, or independent people? It doesn't matter. Or is it just you just being inspired by your life and just doing what you gotta do?
I'm like, honestly, I would say it's just me being inspired by myself. Now, when it comes to like visuals and like things like that, I'm like, I wouldn't say inspired, but I see some people that are doing some things that I want to do. Type thing, like Jaden Smith, like with the whole cinematic. I don't know if you watched his Sire and
that's my boy,
right?
I love Jaden Smith. That's my
so
boy.
I'm like, the whole cinematic movie kind of thing, that's something I want to do. So like seeing him like execute that, I'm like, okay.
With your videos and things of that nature,
because that's what I want to get.
A story, and you want it to look visually epic,
or like Billie Eilish, you know. So I'm like, that's why I say I wouldn't say inspired, because I'm like, I feel like we're on the same timing. You just have the things to do what I want to do.
Yeah, it's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
It's nothing new under the sun. I was thinking that when I saw, and I don't even listen to his music like that, but the Drake and J. Cole first person shooter, the video, I was like, damn, this feels like, because I'm 35. I'm like, yo, this feels like when I used to watch videos like Wu-Tang and all this other shit. Like, I love shit like this, you know what I mean? So, I love that you say that's something that you want to focus on with your music, is making sure that the visual is touching somebody like, oh shit, this is crazy, you know what I mean? And I got that from, which one is the one where you talking to yourself in the video? That's right. I get that from that. It feels like it's storytelling within the video. You know what I mean?
So glad you got that.
I'm glad that I brought it up for you to get excited. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to think that, let me just do the interview, because, you know what I mean? Nah. If I click with it, I click with it. Like, I don't... Yeah, we was listening to rap before we started rolling, but all I listen to is R&B. That's all I listen to is R&B, like Mary, you know what I mean? My homegirl, B Fortune, I'm going to send you a link of her just so you can listen to her. Like, I love her music, you know what I mean? Her style, her cadence, everything like that. Like, Lauryn Hill, all that shit from back in the day. Like, that's all I really listen to. And that's the lane that I see you in, you know what I mean? Like, that artistic, calm, pain. I keep saying pain because it grabs people, you know what I mean? That type of soul and music grabs people. So, what do you consider your music?
Genreless.
That's that's your business that you got, right? Genreless?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Talk to me about the name, why you feel like I'm genreless.
So, for the longest time, people would ask me what kind of music did I do. And I would only say R&B because that's what people would classify me as, like R&B or R&B artist, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, okay. And mind you, I would say this too. I'm like, well, you say that, so okay. But then I say probably like, I was in college and we were having some type of conversation, and then that came up, and then I was like, genreless. And then like it stuck, I kind of stuck on it. And then a while after, somebody asked me, and then I was like, genreless. Like, because I don't classify myself as R&B or like
fit in a box.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm just like, I just create what I create. I sound what I sound like. So I'm like, I don't want to be in a box that I don't feel like I even fit in. Yeah. You feel me?
I be feeling that way. I don't want, like, a lot of people be like, yo, like, so what you do? And I'll be like, yeah, I do a podcast. You know what I mean? But then, like, how fucking, how nasty the game is right now with podcasting, you know what I mean? If you look at my YouTube channel, you're going to be like, oh, he do more than that. I got, like, documentaries up there that I directed, you know what I mean? I do vlogs. I do showcase events that I direct, you know what I mean? And I do different shit besides sitting here and doing a podcast, because I want, if you never know who looking at you, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody sees me and be like, damn, he mad versatile and different shit, you know what I mean? Let's fuck with him, you know what I mean? So I don't like to be put inside of a box, you know what I mean? So I feel you with that. So yeah, genreless, I like that. Would you thinking about that being like your debut album, like, title, or you just use that as?
I just use that. I'm like, I could
representing yourself,
but I just use that as to represent myself for real. Cause I'm like, when everybody asks me that and then I say that, they're like, oh, I never heard nobody say that. It catches
people off guard, yeah. College, you liked college?
Yeah, I'm like, I wish I could have done more with the experience though.
It's alright. It's alright. You can get back there if you want to, you know what I mean? I did 4 years. College was dope. College was good. I met a lot of people in this realm You know what I mean? That do this kind of stuff, so I could talk to them and things of that nature. So it's good for that. Like networking, real good for that.
I agree.
Real good for that. So what's a message that you got for the people as you? You know what I mean? Like just a pure message that you have for the people.
Be unapologetically you, and don't get steered away from yourself, because that's when a lot of bad things will like come your way or happen and like slow you down.
That's
Facts.
And then you won't even know how to react in those situations because that's not you.
Yeah.
You was acting, now you brought in something that you ain't even know about.
Yeah.
You like, oh shit, I don't know what to do here. You looking crazy. So what's next for you? Wait, say your name again.
Sa Lanea.
Sa Lanea. What's next for Sa Lanea? I'm sorry, I should have practiced it in the mirror.
It's okay. What is next for me? I am working on just consistency. Releasing consistently. I will be working on my producing as well, just overall artistry, elevating, evolving myself.
You make beats?
Not yet.
You trying to learn?
Yeah.
Not trying, you learning.
Yeah.
Not trying. We doing out here.
I'm getting my computer soon, so I'm just focusing on evolving myself, in my artistry.
I need to get one soon.
Just
too.
like getting to breaking that barrier that I feel like I'm like at the door.
Yeah, let's start breaking glass ceilings, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. So, if there's anything else that you want to give to the people, just let them know your social medias and everything of that nature. Or if there's, before we end it, if there's anything else that you want to put out there, it's your platform. You can talk.
My Instagram is sa.lanea.official. You could find everything on there in my link in my bio. I will be releasing a song on my birthday, July 3rd.
Hey.
It's about just not having any expectations and just trusting things for what they are, because when you expect things, you hurt your own feelings, especially when it comes to people that are close. So, if y'all feel that, tune in.
Leave a comment too. Nah.
But, all platforms too.
Yeah, before we leave, what about performances? What you feel about live performances? You like doing it? You feed off the crowd? Or you just starting to get into live performances?
I love live performances. I'm working on just really being able to bring my full character out while performing. I
getting more comfortable on stage.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm I get better every time. But I love live performing, and that's crazy because I had the biggest stage fright ever. Oh yeah, and another thing, do it scared. Don't let fear rule you, because fear is your biggest enemy.
Yeah, if you're scared of something, you should do it.
Yeah, that's what I've done all the time.
Yeah, I always fell into that. If you scared of something, do it, because you're gonna learn something from it, and two, you might master that fear. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. You got any performances coming up?
I'm performing today.
This is gonna be out in a couple days, probably tomorrow. You know what I mean? But she just performed. Today is April 28th, so she's performing April 28th. She performed last night as well.
Yep,
you know
at the
I mean?
Box Factory. Oh, and I just did an after-hour performance. Check it out at the after-hour show on Instagram. It'll be out probably by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, and I performed yesterday and the day before.
I'm gonna have to get you. I'm gonna have to get her on one of my showcase events. Like, yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Let me know.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back to it because last year was like a hard year for me. So, but I was doing showcase events, but I'm gonna get back to it. Like, you see that one right there, that flyer. So I kind of took. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, man. I took your shit. Now I took the verses style from Timbaland and Swiss.
Okay.
And I call it Face Off the Movie.
Okay.
So those two big artists, they went song for song. They
Okay.
did 12 songs apiece.
That's dope.
Yeah, so they just went battle for battle. And the artist that you see in front of it was like a concert. They performed like the opening acts.
That's dope.
2 songs apiece. They went crazy. I did 2 of those, you know what I mean? So hopefully I could keep the ball rolling with that. But I would love to get you on the showcase to put you in front of my crowd, you know what I mean? Because I know they'll appreciate your music.
Let me know.
That's a fact.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. So make sure that y'all hit the link in the bio in the description. It's gonna be her Instagram and her link tree and everything from there is gonna take you to all her stuff. And I know that y'all gonna appreciate her work, man. So for Sa Lanea,
Yes.
right? So for Sa Lanea and Mike Can't Dream, it's Dricanhippie. Shout out to Spliff and Chun Chun, man. Smoke one for me out there. Y'all already know what we about to do. We about to get up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe if you made it this far, and y'all already know what we about to do. We out.
What am I supposed to do? I'm sitting here so confused. I haven't been informed on the rules, so how am I supposed to know what to do? I wanna know where to go. I wanna know who I can show. What am I supposed to do?